Hi there, welcome to episode 18 of Cyberpunk. Thanks for being with me. There is some feedback in the housekeeping section from episode 17, obviously. Cameras featured yet again. Cameras were mentioned in the feedback from episode 16 as well, where people said don't forget you can turn them off, you don't have to shoot them to disable them. So I'd picked up on that, but then the chances to actually do that in episode 17 didn't come. It was one of those episodes where we just didn't get near many security type cameras that we could take over or do anything else with. So one of the things I want to do in this episode that's coming is to encounter some situations. I'll have to engineer this, I think, where I can practice doing that. But further to that comment, in episode 17, the feedback, several people pointed out, don't forget you can turn them back on again. Turning them off simply disables them from the point of view of the enemies not being able to use them to track your location. So that has been noted. More feedback from episode 17. V's apartment window aperture contains glass. I hadn't actually realised that. I'd assumed it was an open portal when the blinds were not actually closed. I thought they were almost like light and weather blinds. So the idea was that when he was in, he would have the blinds open and fresh air coming into the apartment. I guess the air isn't very fresh actually in Night City, and also I think the glass must just be ultra clean because I can't discern that it's actually there. There are no reflections in it. Still, it will keep Night Kitty extra safe now knowing that that aperture is closed off. The next thing was about the timing of double jumps. I totally get that the time to trigger the second jump in order to achieve maximum effect is at the apex of the first. I also understand that it can be used, this facility, in limited fashion at least, when descending from height, but I don't intend trying that out in anger anytime soon, certainly not from a great height. It's something I think I'll need to practice with smaller descents to begin with. Tagging enemies came up in the feedback and comments. The idea, I think, is that if you ping them, you need to remember that this produces visibility of enemies who are behind walls and other obstacles, and they can be tagged whilst they are showing up in that way. It does feel slightly harder, and it may just be a psychological thing after pinging someone who is in cover to actually lock on and tag them, but that it could simply be that they are further away and they have got the obstacle between you and them. They're smaller on the screen too because they're further away and more concealed, so it's probably a combination of all those things, and maybe they're no more difficult to tag than anybody else is. And also the last bit of the housekeeping from episode 17, this is a request from me. If in your comments you're referring to a timestamp in a video that you have created to illustrate something to me, please could you also tell me what it is your timestamp is showing, because it's not always clear. If you just put a timestamp with no explanation, which some people are doing, then I have to try and work out exactly what it is specifically that you're referring to by giving me that timestamp in a video, and it's not always obvious. Sometimes it is, but 50% of the time it is not. Sometimes I think people just put a timestamp and think that's it, that will do it. You know, to them it's clear what they're talking about, but to me looking at it, it could be anything they're referring to. So please, if you are going to put a link, a timestamp in your comment, do add a little reference saying to do with this or showing that or whatever. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Right, this episode 18, I am pausing Evelyn and Judy's quest line. We'll return to that later, and I'll do the usual detailed recap when we do, because in episode 18 I've got two main aims. The first is to get to actually meet Panam and see what she's all about. Last episode I got caught up in a bunch of skirmishes which made the episode quite long, and I only got to speak to Panam on the phone very near the end, and I really want to meet up with her face to face this episode. I've also given a deal of thought, as I said I would do, about how I want that first contact face to face to go. I especially don't want to antagonise her. She's not a Rogue fan right now, and that's awkward for me because Rogue is the one who Johnny has history with, and she's the one who's hooked us up with Panam Palmer to work together to extract the relic chip guy Anders Hellman from the desert convoy. I'm hoping on getting Panam to see that we both have needs. In her case, it's to restore what she lost in that deal that went wrong, that Rogue was sort of part of arranging it for her. and that if we do team up, if we can work together properly, then that's our best chance of achieving not just what we want, but what she wants too. On my side is the fact that we are both nomads stroke former nomads. So I'm guessing we're both skilled at survival out on the road, and we know how that cookie crumbles. As the second aim for this episode, I'm going to be exploring and looking for opportunistic chances to test out my new skills and cyberware, because huzzah, the time has arrived at last, friends. It's a ripperdoc visit coming up. I'm so excited for this. A major part of episode 17 was, besides Evelyn, about progressing our stats. We've made it to level 20, we've amassed over 100,000 eddies, which I thought was a lot of money, but one or two people in the comments have said actually isn't. It's plenty for me at this point, I think. We're also pretty well blessed with components. So I've spent some time since episode 17 looking in the menu system and making a plan of how I want to spend both my eddies and my accumulated points, but also the ability and skill points which I have saved up to. Now, I could go to any ripperdoc to do this upgrade, and in future I probably shall try out, I know I will try out more of them, but for this time I'm going to make it my nearby tomb Victor, who I go to see, and I think I indicated this during the course of episode 17, mainly because he's a tomb, but also because I want to see if Gary is around and have a chat with him, and also Misty too. It'd be great to catch up with Misty. But first I want to head off to spend those ability and skill points. So let's get started. Okay, I've come downstairs from the apartment. I've left Night Kitty in there. He has food, he has water. I've even left the radio on for him. I hope he feels safe and secure there. I really want him to take to living in the apartment. I hope he doesn't wander off, because being a street cat, authentically, these things can happen. Now, the very first thing I want to do today is to go into my character sheet and spend the attribute points and perk points that I've been saving. I did say last episode, and I think in previous episodes too, that I was deliberately accumulating them ready for when I reach level 20, and that would be a big upgrade point, so it has come to be. I have looked in all the menus, not just for the abilities, but also the perk points and how they're going to be spent on skills, and I've made decisions already. I need to put a little caveat in here as usual. This is just my way of doing it. You may disagree, and you may think I've even made mistakes. That's absolutely fine. For this to be an authentic first time playthrough, I can't be guided in any way by anybody else, because if I am, then it ceases to be my playthrough and becomes a sort of hybrid, and I don't particularly want that to happen. For one thing, if I do make mistakes, I want them to be mine, and I want to own them and learn from them, because I will be making another playthrough as a female street kid. I've already said this, and hopefully if there are implications negatively from anything that I do in my build and my spending of these points and subsequent visits to this page, then I will learn the lessons that they give me and not repeat them in that second playthrough. That's how it has to be. So in the comments, please, it's probably best not even to mention it and talk about it, how the points are spent, because it can't be changed. I know there is a facility to reallocate all of your attribute points once, and I know that there is the facility to reattribute all your skill points as many times as you like. I actually would prefer, if possible, to avoid doing either of those things. I'm not saying it would be completely impossible, because, you know, skill points being what they are, it maybe I discover things later on in the game which make me realise that I need them elsewhere urgently. But I'd rather, if it's possible at all to do so, stick with my very first gut instinct spend on these things, because I think, like I said, that makes it very authentic then as you're going through. Right, that's the caveat in place. Here we go. Both of the attribute points are being spent in intelligence. Tech, intelligence and cool are my three focus areas for my build. It used to be reflexes rather than cool, which is why at the moment reflexes is on the same level as cool, because I'd already spent some points in reflexes previously, much earlier on in the playthrough. Cool will catch up over time. That's the intention. All those perk points I have are also going to be spent today in intelligence, and I've chosen what I'm going to spend them on. The first is hack Q. I'm going to max this out so that at level 1 I get +1 max RAM. At level 2 it unlocks quick hack queues, allowing 2 quick hacks on a single enemy. Queued quick hacks automatically upload in the order they're added, and there's a +30% upload speed for the second quick hack in a queue. So I'm purchasing that now, and around it I'm also going to buy Data Recycler. After neutralising an enemy, I get back 80% of the RAM cost from all quick hacks remaining in their queue, which is really useful to have. It means they're not wasted, so that will be purchased. And I'm going to buy Feedback Loop. This gives me +25% RAM recovery rate for each quick hack currently in a queue, so that speeds things up a little. Also I'm going to buy Counter A Hack. When you're the target of an enemy netrunner, you can quick hack them back through walls and obstacles. There's a reduced RAM cost for such quick hacks. I'll acquire that. And I'm also going to purchase Copy Paste. When you're the target of an enemy netrunner, using a quick hack against them will also spread the quick hack's effect to their allies. So that has been purchased too. Now I've only got 1 perk point left. The next area I did want to start maximising out was this one, Embedded Exploit. I won't look at all the things that are connected to it at the moment because I can't do anything at the moment with that. Level 1 at least gets me +10% RAM recovery rate. So that has been purchased. The points have been allocated. That's the first thing. Now the next thing I want to do is to put on the map Victor, so that I can get to his place, because I haven't yet learned my way around. Some people in the comments said if you've played this game for hundreds, thousands of hours, people have, then they begin to know their way around large parts of the city, just like you would if it was a real city, I guess. I haven't reached that level at all yet, so even Victor's, which isn't very far away, needs to be marked on a map. Right, here we go. We're going to set off walking because it's no distance to go. I wanted to talk about distance actually. Guys, could you two keep an eye on my bike, please? I don't want to miss the crossing. Oh, quick! Ooh! I did miss the crossing. Distance is on the map. Oh, will you look at that steam coming out of there? I'm sorry I got distracted. I got otherwise attracted, not distracted. Yeah, I mean that's just gorgeous. Distances on the map when you first start the game look huge. Even on the minimap, you look at that white line there and you think, oh, why didn't I take my bike? It's going to be ages. It's not though. That isn't really a very long distance at all. So you pretty much get used to the idea of realising that there it is, look, already showing up. Things are not as far away as they appear. What is this down here? It's a pile of parcels. Who's left those there? This isn't a drop-off point. I mean, there is a policeman standing guard over them, but... Okay, but I have walked this way before. It's just that it's been a while, so I can't really remember. It's a good job the line is there to guide me. Other people in the comments have said, you don't always need to follow the line. It's quite possible, again, if you know your way around, to just pick a general direction and walk in it to get from A to B. You don't have to follow the recommended path. At the moment I'm happy to follow most of the time the recommended path because it seems a sensible thing to do. Yeah, this area is quite deserted at the moment. I wonder why that is. Mind, it is only 2 minutes to 9 in the morning. And you don't know what day of the week it is either in this game. That is a large cluster of police officers that have just shown up on the map down there. This road has a crossing, this I remember, but it's way down there. And since I'm crossing here and I'm being lazy and the traffic is going fast here and I've been run over before on this road, quickly. Ooh, I think he sounded his horn there. I'm going to be smartish. Something else I've thought about in the intervening time between the last 2 episodes is what happens when you collide with pedestrians. Now, I'm just going to do a little non-scientific experiment here. I will cross over because it says walk and try walking into some good people and see what happens. Let's see what occurs.
Now, dude, I gotta pay for all my...
She told me off.
I just pay my own wages too.
Oh, hello.
You got a lot of learning to do. You want to work? Gotta lay out some heads first.
But how much? It's the second time this year. They want me to buy a new uniform. Let him give me a raise first.
Good point.
You know what you are. Entitled. Kid, you gotta earn your eddies. Go hungry a couple days a month. You'll save up enough. Heard it's healthy too. Like detox or something.
Yeah. I pass out on the job. Fire me anyway.
Oh, there's a lot of unrest in the working population of Night City. I think conditions are very harsh for them. Yeah, let's try and walk into this dude. This is just an experiment. Oh, I think I missed him. Let me try again. Oh, he just grunted. But you do get this sort of slap sound when you hit them. I like it when they actually say something. Sometimes you do get phrases out of them. There we go. Hey, watch it. I'm not sure whether, this may seem a foolish thing to investigate, whether after a time of doing that they become so annoyed with you that they actually take action. I may have to investigate this at some point, but not now, because I'm on my way to see Victor. I'm so excited for this. Wow, what happened? Oh, something occurred. There are a lot of policemen down there.
What are you checking them out?
Nah, Chumamai used to work here, that's all.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah? It's when you get those kind of chums.
From way back. Doesn't matter.
So what happened to her? Did she die or something?
Oh dear.
Nah, changed jobs and skipped town. For a while.
Oh, I get it. A chum, yeah. So you want to say hi? Chat about the good old days?
Oh. There are a lot of stories about people who used to work in these streets. I understand the police presence, actually. Has there been something... Oh, I don't understand the police presence. What's this? Oh, they're trying to work out what happened. Based upon the cameras and intel they've got from them. Oh, this did not go well, hence the blood. That looks fresh against the wall, at least. Yeah, I think it was. Did that person fall against the wall? I think they may have done. Oh, and then they were finished off. Unceremoniously, they were finished off. So she backed up, fell over. The guy came after her some more and was dealt with by the officer, it would appear. I have never seen a reenactment like that before. That's entirely random. I had no idea that was going to happen. I'm looking for Gary. I hope that's not Gary. Gary? It is Gary. Gary? Oh my god, what's happened to Gary? He's alive. He's fine. Is he actually asleep, or is he pretend? Is he snoring? I swear I heard a noise. He is snoring. I don't believe it. Okay, so he's not pretending to be asleep to avoid me then, because that would have been very sad. Oh, that is... I wanted you to be awake so we could have another of those wonderful conversations about Alpha Centauri and the fact we're all going to be overtaken by them, the Alpha Centaurans. Who are you? And how did you do that? It's like a spacewalk. Or moonwalk, even. That was really good. I don't know who you are, though. Hey, Misty, I love your shop. It's just so chilled, isn't it? Even the candle flames look in Misty's shop, if I can avoid walking into her very nicely manicured bonsai, if that's what it is. Even the candle flames go straight up. With the door open, there still isn't a draft of any sort pushing them left and right in here. And the surfaces of those cats with the way the candlelight reflects off them. This is the sort of shop that needs candlelight, not artificial light. But it looks like Misty is busy. What are you doing? Oh, I think she might be deep in thought. This could be like a meditative thing or communion. Oh, hello. Or perhaps something transcendental. Oh, yeah. She's deep into that. That's Misty. At the moment, I don't think we're going to get to chat to Misty either. Oh, heck. I'm 2 for 2 so far. I've struck out twice. Oh, heaven. Let's go and see if Victor's in. Please let Victor be in. The cat is not here. That is interesting. Maybe it is the same cat. Maybe Night Kitty is the one who used to live here and now lives with me. I will ask this madam. Have you seen my cat?
Why's everyone got it out for me?
No one has it out for you. It just feels that way. Is this your son? And why is he playing with a gun?
Everything sucks.
Right, but that's no reason to be holding a gun, is it? That's interesting. When he spoke initially, it was a child's voice. It was in a register, high register. But when he did the sound there, that sounded much lower.
I miss my sister.
Oh, right. Well, I've heard some other characters say that. I think it was a girl that said it last time. But that isn't a child's voice. Okay, that's curious. I'd never noticed that before. You must be so proud of your son. He could have a career as a voice actor because he can do different voices.
I won't buy anything from you.
I'm not selling anything. I'm just trying to advise you that for his sake and yours, by the looks of things, you should look into this. It's a good career. You never know what it might lead to.
Why's everyone got it out for me?
You keep saying that. Things might change if you'd only listen to advice. Oh, I'm leaving you to it. Clearly I'm wasting my time with you. Some people, you know... Kid, get an agent.
Everything sucks.
Yes, get an agent. And see how it goes. It might improve things. Let's go down to Victor. Hi, Victor. He's got to be in. He's always in. And he's always watching boxing matches. And he still is. Hi, Victor. Oh, right, so the blue text is sort of semi-greyed out here, which means that we've used it and we'll get the same response if we use it again. Really what I'm here for, Victor, is this.
I was thinking about swapping some chrome. You got any new toys?
Have a look.
Oh, I'm so ready to have a look. Right. I just paused a second there while I found my list because I have been through this menu, as I said, and made some notes about what I want to do. It may be different to the way that you would allocate the resources and the things that you would choose to purchase and improve, but this is just the way I'm doing it. So, operating system is first. I've been waiting to do this. My Militech Powerline is still Tier 1 Plus. I haven't improved it further than that. It needs to go. It also only has 5 slots. And what I'm going to replace it with is that one. The Tetratronic Rippler Mark III. It has 6 slots. It has various benefits there which you can read. It allows me to do quick hacks on enemies, obviously, and devices while scanning, plus 15% weapon damage against enemies affected by non-combat quick hacks, plus 40% damage with combat quick hacks when immediately followed by a non-combat quick hack in the game. There are all the many benefits that it has, including at Tier 2 friendly mode, sonic shock, take control of turrets, initiate overload of turrets, floor it vehicle, and Tier 3 assist mode and take control of vehicle. So all of that's sort of an investment for the future, I do realise, but I already do have some quick hacks on Tier 3 and actually one on Tier 4 in my inventory. We'll look at those in a minute. That is being bought. Confirm. So having done that, I'm not quite sure why it went off there. Onto the next menu. I can now get rid of my Militech Powerline Mark 1. I can sell it and get a few eddies back for that. 1820 in fact. Which isn't much, I suspect, when you consider how much these things cost to buy compared to how much you're actually getting back for them. It's pretty cheap. So let's go to face next, because I've got at the moment this in my eyes, which is basic Kiroshi optics, which are very nice. but I want to replace them with, if I can find it, this one, Kiroshi Sentry Optics. Now again, they have various benefits that you can read there. I'm not going to go through the entire screen reading this out to you. It's an investment for the future. The ones I actually want to get hold of are the ones that are called Oracle Optics, which I've been told of. That's not a spoiler because I would have found them anyway, obviously, subsequently later in the game, and they're not available to me anyway at the level I'm at the moment at tier 3, so it's not an issue. It doesn't affect the way I'm spending this. The Sentry Optics I'm going to purchase now. Because I've done that, it means, and it's changed again because it seems to be remembering where my cursor's ending up and then automatically loading whatever's next. I can get rid of my basic Kiroshi Optics. They won't get me much, 703 eddies, but it's worth having. So that's that. Next in my improvement list is circulatory system, and I'm not improving the thing I've got, but I'm adding something, and the something I'm adding is a blood pump on tier 3. It's a powerful health item, instantly restores 60 health, then regenerates 12 health per second for 6 seconds, and there are its particular things that it's attuned to. Technical ability in this case, which is one of my stated priorities, just as Intel was for the previous one. So that's going to be bought. That's installed. There's nothing else I need to do particularly in that part of things. The next thing I want to do is look in skeleton, and the thing I'm going to buy is titanium bones, tier 3 again, cyberware. It gives me plus 46% carrying capacity. This is body attuned. Now, body isn't one of my priorities, but it's still, I think, a good thing to have at this stage. So that's going to happen. I will confirm that. You'll now notice on the left-hand thermometer there that I'm on 106 out of 108. And that next section is locked. So I've effectively bought everything I can buy, but there is a couple of improvement areas still remaining, and that's in frontal cortex. At the moment, my RAM upgrade here is on tier 2, and I'm going to upgrade it. That's tier 2 plus, and then I'm going to upgrade it again to tier 3. That's done. And the second thing I'm going to do is to reinvest in memory boost, which again is tier 2 at the moment. And I'm going to upgrade that to tier 3. Now that's the extent of the improvements I want to do. But whilst I'm in here, I want to pop to crafting. Now I have done no crafting whatsoever so far, and this is going to be baby steps. I have got, as I said, some tier 3 quick hacks saved up ready in my inventory. We'll look at them in a moment, but one that I haven't got and want to get is, and I'm going to have to look around for it. It would be the last one I went to. That one. I nearly didn't find it. Synapse Burnout. And what this does, it's a physical damage quick hack, and it causes heavy damage. Damage increases by 10% for each RAM unit currently spent, up to a maximum of plus 300%. That seems a really good one to have. So I'm going to craft this using the resources that I've collected, the components. It will use a lot of them. That is now done. And I'm finished with my visit to Victor. However, just before I leave the room, I now want to pop into inventory and go to my cyberware slot here and look at my Tetratronic Rippler Mark III, because its slots are currently empty, as you can see. Now, I mentioned that I'd already got some useful things. Contagion is one that I bought and really probably should not have, because at the point I bought it I wasn't really using access points and hacking them and getting the benefits that came from them. So nevertheless, I did buy it meaning it to be an investment for the future. The future has arrived and it's time to actually equip it. So that is in. The next thing is Overheat, which is tier 3. Now this was a combat quick hack which I acquired, and it's been sitting there in my inventory because I could not equip it. My original Militech Powerline wasn't a tier 3 thing, and I hadn't reached level 20, so that can now go in there, and that works very well, I've been told, with Contagion. I have a Reboot Optics tier 3, which I also acquired in similar fashion. That can go in as well. Synapse Burnout, which I've just bought, is tier 3, so that will obviously be going in there. Now Overheat Heat tier 1 I don't need anymore, so I can actually disassemble that. Ping, unfortunately, I don't have a higher grade of, as you can see, so Ping's going to have to go in as it is on a tier 1, and I'll pop that in now. And then I've got to look in here and remember that I've just had a tier 3 Reboot Optics, so I no longer need the tier 1 Reboot Optics. That can be disassembled as well. That leaves me with one slot left, and thankfully I have one quick hack available to pop in it, and that's Short Circuit, which I do use from time to time, and I'm going to pop that in as well. Now the one that's left in there is actually a tier 4 thing. It's Weapon Glitch. That won't be happening anytime soon because obviously I've got to level up further before I can use tier 4 stuff, but that actually now completes the upgrades I wanted to do at the point at which I reached level 20, and I'm glad I saved all the points, and I'm glad I've got all the resources because I think I've done relatively well. Let's exit this screen now. Victor, Mafchum, it's been a blast. I'll see you again soon. Right, let's leave. Now that's the first part of what I wanted to do in this episode achieved, in that I wanted to do all the upgrades. Now the second part is to do with meeting up with Panam. So we're already set on Meet Panam, as you can see on the map. It's still there from last time, and it's a distance to go. So we're going to be taking the motorbike. We've got to cross over the river here, we've got to parallel the river for quite a distance, then we veer off and go along this very straight road, which will still not make me want to go into extreme high speed. And she's way down over here. Ghost Town is the title. Meet with Panam. Along the way, in order to make great use of these improvements that I've just done to myself, I'm going to be picking off a few gigs. There'll be a chance to practice these skills and to find out what these things do, because I've bought them on the basis of they sound great, and there seems to be sort of synergistic relationships between some of them, as in Contagion and Overheat, but I have absolutely no experience of using them. And before I get myself into a real situation where I've got to be pretty quick and know the best way to apply them, I think I'd rather test it out in lesser situations. So that's my plan as we travel to meet Panam. Right, I have just put my notes away that I made about doing my upgrades at the ripperdocs, and I've got a blank sheet back in front of me again now, which is how I like it to be when I'm playing the game, just in case when I'm on an orange break something occurs to me and I want to write it down so that I can remember it for when I'm doing the outro, or for when I'm doing the intro even to next episode. Sometimes this stuff evaporates if you don't write it down. I'm coming out this way because I want to go and have a look and see if Gary has regained consciousness. So let's go. Yes!
What are the beings of the net if not souls from beyond our plane of existence? I have heard their voices. Let they who yet live never cross that threshold, for their souls will join those ghostly.
Gary's hearing voices. I'm not going to take him up on that, but I am going to do the top one.
This is Night City. No one's got a soul to lose.
Mock as you will, unbeliever. You shall see who laughs last as you're engulfed in hellfire. Satan himself!
Really?
Laughs? See, now I'm skeptical. I heard the runner who wrote that Satan demon gave him a weak sense of humor.
You ask, who opened these unholy gates of the abyss?
No, I didn't.
No one does.
And I answer you, the techno-necromancers of Alpha Centauri!
I knew they'd appear sooner or later. And they did.
I recognize you.
Oh,
You come here often. Your eyes tell me that your mind has opened to the truth.
yes.
Will you provide a humble donation so that I may continue my mission?
Every time. Well, I mean, in previous episodes, I've given him $1, and I gave him 2,500, 2,600. I can't remember what it was I gave him last time. I'm not going to say I've got no cash on me. I'm going to keep humouring him, but I'm not giving him 2,500.
Humble. Sounds affordable. Just don't spend it on stupid shit.
Thank you. This has bought me a day or two.
Really? Really? So, like, it only costs 50 cents a day to do what you're doing?
Radio waves bear the truth. Let those with ears listen and those with eyes behold.
Yes. I think I've heard you do this little speech before.
Their mothership conceals itself.
Yes. No, I'm not looking for it. It's still not there. I mean, I am going to look for it because he keeps telling me. It's not there, Gary. But then it's concealed, so I wouldn't see it if it was, would I? Gary makes a good point. Right, so I'm going to leave this place. I'm going to call Archie. So let's do that now. Here's Archie. And the plan is to make our way along towards Panam. The plan is to go to the emergency centre, get patched up, and then when I come back, get on my bike and go to meet Panam for the first time. On the way, I'm going to pick off as many things as I can. Now, I think I might need the main map for this rather than the mini-map. And I probably need to zoom in a little. Oh, by the way, seeing the M symbol there, some people have said, when are you going to catch the train? When are you going to catch the train? I will use the train. I'm waiting for an occasion where its destination is close to somewhere I want to do something, if you see what I mean. And that certainly I don't think applies at the moment to the situation with Panam. Because if I look out here, there's no metro station out there. So it's not an occasion today when I can take the train, but it will happen. That occasion will occur, and I will take in the sights and sounds of being on the metro for the first time. I've got my concessionary pass and I've never used it. So yeah, it is a thing I'm going to do. Okay. Having largely avoided motorcycles recently, for various reasons, I am now going to set out driving at a sedate pace. I'm not doing 20 miles an hour, but yeah, I will speed up a bit towards meeting Panam. I'm not quite sure what to make of her. She's obviously got... Oh, hello. That looks like it is a tarot. She's obviously got some issues she's working through at the moment, which are entirely understandable because she's had a dreadful experience. It must be awful to have been building yourself up, as Panam clearly was, and then to be destroyed by one thing going wrong. It's made her very bitter, and that's something I'm going to have to contend with. This is a very nice tarot, which is called The Sun. And I will go to my tarot collection, and there it is. It's a rider on a horse, and it says The Sun. The sun symbolises success. It is a card of freedom, renewal, and a bright future that lies ahead. The sun also represents truth, for its light will always pull back the curtain of shadow that hides the world's secrets. It also represents greatness and splendour. So it's kind of revealing, isn't it, the sun here? It is removing the hidden things and exposing the truth all the time. So Yorinobu and what he did, the relic chip and what it represents. Who doesn't want freedom? Renewal, of course, is something that is desperately needed for V, because at the moment he's dying because of the relic chip in his head. Greatness and splendour. That's the contrast, isn't it? Success. The sun symbolises success. Misty. It's a pity she was so busy in the shop. Okay, that's a good start, picking up another tarot. Sorry, I didn't mean to park there. You're the first person in the queue though, so everybody else is driven round. We will continue. I like picking the taros off like that. Ooh, don't crash into a stanchion. Incidentally, rather than deliberately going to find them. It may be towards the end of my run that if I've got taros uncollected, sorry about your tail light, I will pay for the damage, I'll go get them. But I don't know. I'm not a 100%er. I'm not a completionist, as I've said a couple of times before. It's not really about that. It's an experiential thing. Things that you miss in your first run, you can catch later. If I don't get all the taros, then I'll think about that in my second run and maybe make it an objective to be a bit more bullish about going for them. One thing I do have to do here on my big map is refer to where the heck I am, because I want to pick off a gig or two. That's a little bit too far away from the road. There's an NCPD assault in progress just down here, which is barely off my beaten route, so I shall not step on it too fast. I'll enjoy driving through the beautiful sunny day. It's gorgeous out there this morning. A great day for a 49 or 50 mile per hour ride on my bike. Then you get undertaken by a vehicle. Vehicles, look where you're going. Oh. I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. Oh God. I don't know. I was trying to be so careful. Oh dear. I've got tears in my eyes. I was trying to be so careful. Oh dear. I can't see now to drive. That was so foolish. Right, now this is the bit where I don't go up there. I've got to go down here. And the NCPD gig is not far away. I think I'm going to be safe parking here, and I think I'll be safe crossing the road as well. Although I nearly got wiped out by that vehicle there. Okay, quickly go to the middle bit. Oh right, we're there already. Okay, now. Oh dear. Apparently I'm not safe driving at any speed. Someone actually said when I was offered the gig by Claire to do street races, they laughed and said, I'd like to see you try. Yeah, I know what they're getting at. Okay, let's ping this person and see what it reveals. Okay, a small cluster. So now we'll tag them. Here we go. Incidentally, I know I haven't put my quick hacks in a very logical order, although I have got overheat and contagion next to each other at the bottom, which makes those pretty easy to scroll to quickly. I think I've got everybody there. I also think... is there a camera I can use here? There is a camera I can use here. Let's take control of the camera. Just to make sure no one's missing. Oh, that sounded like somebody being assaulted. Oh God, they are! Quick, get off there. Is it happening in here? I think it might be. Right, I am going to try to use contagion with overheat, because I think these people are proximate enough for them to all be affected by this. So let's try it and see what happens. Here we go. Probably ought to have a weapon. Probably ought to have a weapon. Got a weapon. They're tracing my location. It seems to have worked. Some of them are going down, some of them are not. That one isn't. Or maybe they are. Yeah, okay. So at this point, I'll just pop in and give you... Should I try a synapse burnout and see what it does? Let's try it and see what it does. Oh yeah, that hurt. Actually, not as effective as I thought it was going to be, and there's probably a reason for that, which I'll look into. That guy, I think, is a civilian. He may have been the one. He is. He's the one who is being assaulted by all these people. I'll quickly get in there. It's going to be expensive, but I can just afford it. With an overheat on this one. And we're done. Nice. Good street cred. Good net runner points. I think we're safe to go in there. Let's head in. That was nice. That was a good combo. Okay, I'll take your tier 2 items. I'll take your broken weapon. I'll buy all of that off you for nothing. I will pay you nothing for this. Thanks very much. That's a tremendous pose you're striking there. It looks a bit uncomfortable. I would think about moving slightly from time to time, just to get some blood circulating. And over here we have the big reward, but first let's loot you of your euro dollars, all 74 of them. Okay, wow, a tier 3 power revolver, ram jolt, and we have a readable. We started off with a readable already. Archive discovered. Activity, Laurie Anderson, last 24 hours, downloading 100%, unpacking 100%. 0504, connect to net, Oho Casino. 0508, activating program Hydra, and there's a type there to it. 0510, access to Ho Casino subnet, administrator rights granted. Oh dear. Oh, 0512, transfer of funds from Ho account to Laurie Anderson account, and then 0635, logged in at home subnet Laurie Anderson. Oh, and then 642, attack detected, home subnet compromised. Somebody spotted what they were doing, and this was the result. Oh dear. Not looking good. I can't scan this person anymore because they're no longer with us. Well, I think we know what happened there, don't we? That was a good first try out. That was useful. I'm pleased with that. I've been told that there are ways of converting, I've read that there are ways of converting various lower level components to higher level components. I'm going to look into that in due course. It's not crucial at the moment. Yes, I mean, I would like to maybe get all of my quick hacks to tier 3, as I'm going to be on tier 3 for a little while. I need to check my map again to see where the next thing was I wanted to do, because it wasn't far away. Was it that one? Or no, I think I'm going to go with this one next. I'm going for things that are near to the road. It's a really good way of punctuating the journey. It's only 250 metres away. Yeah, a way of converting lower level components to higher level components, because obviously the lower level ones aren't much use to me at the moment now. So that's something I should be looking into. This is going to be a weird approach. It looks like I've got to loop round on myself and then go downstairs, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe just along some stairs. Okay, I'll park up here where it's very safe because of all these police officers. Wow, what a place to leave your bike. I'd love to see someone try and steal that one. I'm going to cross over the road. I'm going to use the crossing because the speed of that car that just went past. Why would you not? I've heard from some people who are on PC saying that the density of various things on PC can be enhanced. Why was he allowed to cross there when my thing was on green? The density of pedestrians, and I'm not sure whether it affects traffic as well, but there are lots of mods obviously that you can have on PC which are not available to me on PS5. It's one of the things that I'm most envious about regarding the experience of playing this game, that if you're on PC then you are able to take advantage of those things. And I've never had... Why is there a green cross over there? Somebody's already dropped something? That's nothing to do with me. I've never had the experience of doing that. So it's something I'd quite like to try. Alright, let's just do a scan on you. This is a zealot, a Maelstrom zealot. Do you have friends? I think you maybe do. Oh, you have many friends. Now, let's try and do what people said I could do, which is to tag these people through obstacles. That seems to be catching up on the spontaneous craving machine rather than the people. The outline of them is gone. I'm not too worried. I think it's a time limited effect. I'm sure it's a time limited effect. I'm not too worried about it at this stage. I'll learn. I'm sure I shall learn. The other thing I'd quite like to do, if this guy will let me, is just gently slide up here without attracting his attention. I think I got away with that. This is better. Now I have a better angle from which to do some tagging. Can't see all of them though. This guy here. I will tag you. That one there. I will tag you. There's just this one here who I can't quite get a grip of. Let's see if I can zoom in sufficiently to be able to see him. No, he's hiding well behind there. So let's try this again. I'll try pinging these people and see if I can see the guy who's behind there and tag him. There goes my ping. He's moved. I think he's moved completely because I can't see him anymore. I'm sure there was a fourth guy there. Alright. Now, these people look slightly further away from each other, but I'm still going to try the same thing again. I'm going to try a contagion and an overheat on that one, and we'll see what happens. Go. Weapon ready. Okay, so we'll now pile in with some overheats on the remaining ones. RAM recovery is actually quite quick. And the trace is proceeding, so I can't be too long about this. Let's do that dude in the background.
It's just a matter of time, motherfucker!
Yes, I can tell that. It's all good. That one's very nearly dead. I think a short circuit even might be enough to kill that one. It did. That one, on the other hand, is pretty fully featured still. As is this one. Also, again, in the comments, I did point out to a couple of people that I don't want to rely entirely upon cyberware to do my job. I do realise that guns are important in the game, and I want to be able to use them as and when appropriate. Now, this is an appropriate situation because I was waiting for my cyberware to recharge, and it has done. So now that I've got my quick hacks back, this dude down here can have an overheat. I can just pop behind here and take cover while it takes effect. And he's not very well anymore. Good. We can stand up, I think. It's still saying combat because there's somebody else there. There he is. Let's overheat you straight away. That's got to hurt. It may do the job and it may not, but I think you're the last one, so I can afford to stack another one, put one on top of that, and you're down. Now it's saying we're there. Whilst you're still wriggling and falling to the floor, I'll come up here. That was most satisfactory. I will take those off you. Don't even bother getting up. You're already incapacitated. How much was that money shard? 4,054 eddies? Wow, that was worth doing. Oh, we have another archive conversation, which I'll grab in a second. And another archive conversation, which I'll grab in a second. And another archive conversation. Oh, wow. Okay. We've got readables. And $56. Oh, I just did this one in the background as well. Yeah, tier 2 components, thanks very much. Hey, let's start reading. I'll grab these people first. So, we'll read this conversation between Carl and Maury. Carl, we got a mark on Tanya with the tigers. She betrayed us, slinging splinters. She's running for them now. Molly. And here I am, sending out people worried something happened to the stupid... Molly. Tanya. And then Molly says, ducking sir. I don't know what that means. And then Molly says, zero her. Carl says, chill, we got this. And then, yo, we got her. Says we don't kill her, she'll give us some intel, data worth something. And then Molly says, expletive, I want her head. I'll rip the data out myself. Wipe that. Make her an example to the rest. Wow, language in that one. They were very upset with you, weren't they? To want that sort of thing to occur. I will pick up, because I think I need sustenance, this archive conversation from here and read it. This is Tanya, and is that Hihachi? I think it is. Tanya, I got Eds. I got a reliable source in Maelstrom. What can you offer? And Hihachi says, Eddies? A source? You sweet little thing. Maelstrom's small ball compared to us. And Hihachi continues, work for us, and what I can offer you is a pad in Charter Hill plus some gonks who'll run around town for you. Tanya, why me? You're a tiger. You got an in with the corpo suits. Why pitch to little leaguers like me? And Hihachi says, we got the suits, but they're idiot kids, we don't. And Gannic kids are a very promising market. Tanya says, what about Maelstrom? And Hihachi says, you'll get hustle too. Oh, promises were made. Oh, that was never going to go well. Was it? You should have known better. You really should. Let's take that. I'll take the 2,668. This has been such a lucrative little gig. And archive conversation. Tanya and Andre. Tanya, listen, I don't deal for Maelstrom anymore. As of yesterday, I run for the claws. And Andre says, that wise? Honestly, not scared. Tanya, they pay me more, way more. New apartment, types of more. And protection. Be a leadhead not to take advantage. Andre, I hope you're right. Wait and see. Why they hit you anyway? Tanya, connections. And I'll be their bridge. Oh, Tanya. The best laid plans. That's a lot of eddies. That was a lot of eddies. I feel very well pleased to have done that little gig. I need my bike back and I can't remember how I got here. I'm lost. Help. I'm going to go out here and call the bike. Oh God, what just happened? I've just walked into something else. What did I do? I've completely stumbled onto something else. Do a quick ping. Oh man, I mean I can't even see all these people and I don't think there's a camera nearby that I can grab hold of that's going to help me. Sorry, I didn't mean to give anybody motion sickness there. I do try not to spin the view round too quickly because even I don't like that. I mean I'll tag what I can, but I can't really see all of them. And ping didn't help greatly, but we'll try a ping. Yeah, there's another one there, you see, who's I think I might be able to get hold of. It's because he's got things standing in front of him which are actually actionable. I can use these machines and it's preventing me from locking onto him because he's hiding behind them. I will take these people out. I'm going to go Contagion Overheat again as a combo and see what happens. Let's do it. Yeah, that was good. Alright, now this one here is a robot. So I'm thinking I'll try a short circuit to start with on the robot. That did a little bit of damage and still is, I think. This guy over here looks like he's gonna be dead. Well, incapacitated soon. The robot is now the only thing talking to itself. I don't think... Let's try a synapse burnout. Does a robot have synapses? Oh yes, it does. Oh yes, it very does. That was nice. It's not saying there's a hazard in this area now, but sometimes it doesn't until you come around corners. I think we've done it. I think we cleared them out. Citizen, you are free. You may return to your business. I've saved you from whatever it was going to happen here. It never occurred. It's just history. And so are the people who are going to do it. Whoa, big crate. Cat food? I need cat food. Did you see it said eat there? One of the options was that you could eat the cat food. That's hilarious. This person is a robot. Has some useful stuff on him. Broken. I don't particularly want to pick up your body. I'll take your weapon. And is that it? I think that might be it for this area. Look, seriously. Oh, you're not well either. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, she's crying. It's not often you see that. I think I can see why you're crying. Because you're kind of... Oh, gosh. You've just disappeared into that plinth. If I could pick you up and move you, I would, but I can't. You're not an interactable object. That's really sad. I'm going to go and find a road and rejoin my bike. That was really good. That felt terrific. These new abilities do seem to be intuitive, I think is the word I'm looking for. I like the way they stack. Is my bike even going to find me? Yes, it is. Here we are. Excellent. Let's stop on the crossing like you really shouldn't, but we will, because game. Now the next one, as I say, I'm going with NCPD gigs, is there, but did I not just spot also on the map some more yellow circles over here? They do seem to be incredibly lucrative. Alright, let's see who this lot are. This is a bunch of... Oh, okay. Veteran guards with no affiliation. I'll ping you. Okay, there are 4 and I've only seen 3. There's one over there. Okay, can we tag all of you now? I think we should be taggable. That one's resisting tag. There's something going on over there and it sounds semi-violent. I don't like it. If I can take all 4 of these out in one go, I shall. Let's try this lead one with contagion and overheat. Oh no, it's gone on to the wrong person. Okay, I'll put an overheat on here as well. I can afford it. Let's go. Alright, I see what we're doing now. I actually see what we're doing now. It's become clearer. That's done pretty well. It scared everybody to death in the near locality. This guy's been... Are you going down from this? No, you're not. So I'm going to have to be quick here because my location tracing is occurring. You're not going to find anybody because it's all going to be over by that point. As it will be for this person when I can actually get to see them because they're kind of somewhat secreted. You're going to have to come out and get me because I'm not coming for you. Here he comes. Overheat and quick take some cover behind this. By the time he tries to get a bead on me again, he won't be able to. Right, everybody relax. Situation has been dealt with. I don't really want to pick up your body, I've got to be honest. If I can afford not to, I shan't. Alright, we've got some citizens on the floor here, I think. Oh no, that's one of the guards. It's all good, people. You don't need to be here now. That went down extremely well too. I'm really pleased with that.
Staring is rude. You know that, right?
Hang on, you do realise I just saved you from whatever it was that was about to go down here, and all you can do is insult me? You think that's fair? Honestly, I feel like Spider-Man, pretty darn unappreciated. I feel like taking all this alcohol but not consuming it because it's detrimental to your performance. And my bike's around the corner and it's saying, I'm not coming round there, come and fetch me. I'm only over here. Okay, bike, let's get moving now. This is going really well. I'm pleased with this. It is about getting to Panam. It is about testing out these new things and seeing what they do. I might hope to see another robot because Synapse Burnout was really... Oh, not again. The thing is, there's going to be gang members everywhere, are there not? I really do want to progress to that NCPD gig, which is now not too far away down there. Yeah, could I be tempted? I think I probably could be tempted because I'm feeling fairly invulnerable just at the moment to see what's going on over here. There were some yellow circles a moment ago. Now I'm thinking perhaps it was not as obvious as I thought. I don't think it was. Let's get back on the bike and go see Panam. Alright, here we go. Yeah, there are still things happening around me, but I'm gonna... Oh dear. What happened here? Please don't tell me there's anybody still in there. No, there isn't. But they've just left the vehicle to burn. Oh, it was a Thornton. It was a Merrimack MSL3. All-wheel drive. It blurs the line between a motor vehicle and luxury villa on wheels. Not at the moment, it doesn't. Now it's blurring the line between a barbecue and a bonfire. That's not good. Somebody should deal with that. It's going to melt the tarmac for one thing, and then there'll be road repairs, and we all have to pay for those. The architecture down here, that building is phenomenal. I love the slanting roof structure to it, with the lighting set into it, so you're getting natural daylight coming in too. I mean, look at that. Is that the train track up there? I think it might be. Okay, that's impressive. Oh, wow. And you can actually now see lighting inside these buildings. I've never really noticed that there were glass-fronted buildings, and you could see that. I want to reverse a little bit to off the crossing because I shouldn't be on it. That's really cool. I am looking forward to my next sort of exploratory episode where I can not have an urgent storyline quest. It is urgent because I meant to try to do it in the last episode and simply ran out of time, so I could not avoid Panam this episode. I've just walked into something hideous. Get off. We can't go that way without dealing with it, so... Are you guys all police officers? It's Militech, by the looks of it. Oh, some more veteran guards. Of no affiliation. But currently working for, I'm guessing, Militech. There's a right battle going on here. Some of them are going down. Some of them are actually being killed or severely wounded. That's a Militech robot. This is a Militech operation. Alright. Hey, I'm not part of this. I got too close. I got too close. Get on your bike. Get on the bike. Archie, reverse. I can shoot while I'm on the bike. Shoot is holding R1. By default, your aim will lock onto enemies automatically. I've never done this before. The setting can be changed in the settings menu. Manual aim is hold L1. Okay. So, exit combat is there. Continue. I'll reverse. Oh God! Get off your bike. We're going to die if we stand on the bike. Let's move. Let's move. I'm not fond of the weapon that you've got in your hand at the moment. Change weapon. I rather think I will take you out with a shot to the head. He's down. That's good. I'll medicate in the quiet... Oh, hang on. Wrong button. Still do that. I'll medicate. Whoa! That was a different medicating effect. Did you see that? That's my upgrade showing, I think. I mean, I didn't really mean to test that particular upgrade out at this point, but I shall. I think he's dead. I did want to mix up a point I was making earlier, my use of quick hacks and cyberware with conventional weapons, because they are an important part of the game and I'm rubbish at it. I know I'm not very good with conventional weapons, but practice makes perfect, as they say. Okay. Suddenly it's gone very quiet. It may be I need to change to a more conventional weapon and have a look down here and see if we've just dealt with everything, because I think we may have, and we might be able to clean up from the aftermath. I'll take your broken weapon. I don't want to pick your body up. That's a job for street cleaning. Oh. Now there's a Militech robot over there which might leave me alone if I leave it alone, I'm thinking. It depends whether I've actually killed any Militech people. That's good to know. That was a claw. Okay, these are all Militech guys, aren't they? Or guards who are fighting and now aren't. Oh, no. Let's back up. I mean, can I drive through that area and be safe? I can see the vision cones there. Oh, I just don't know. I did say I wanted to try Synapse Burnout again, didn't I? Let's do it and see what happens to this Militech robot. Wow. That is one powerful quick hack. Unfortunately, there are other vision cones. As you can see, I'm not out of the woods here. I think I might be getting too close. I just want some reward for what I've just done here. It seemed like it was hard work, you know. I wasn't really... Oh heaven, I got too close. It's another robot. I'm the threat. I'm going to be neutralised. Excuse me, people. I'm being neutralised. Okay. I will try a headshot on a robot. Not as effective as you would think. So we will change back to a conventional weapon for one thing. No, back to a conventional weapon for one thing. The rifle, I think. But I'll drop in a Synapse Burnout on you too, because it seems so effective. Gone. That's another robot, I'm thinking, and I can't afford another Synapse Burnout straight away. Let's reboot its optics. See if that confuses it any. Yeah, not really. It's horses for courses, isn't it, with these quick hacks? You've got to be using the right thing against the right thing. I have got a problem, yes. I'm being shot at. Also, you're destroying things around me. Can you please stop doing that? Synapse burnout's going to cost me 11. I'm not sure this weapon is having much effect at all against that robot. It's just giving me something to do, I think, whilst my quick hacks are recharging. Now I've got one. Let's apply it to you, because you're the biggest troublesome thing left, and you're gone now, which is good. But I think there may have been a third. There it is, which has now also got me in range. What's going on with that car down there? I'll just mend my health before anything else happens that I don't really want to. I can probably stand in line with this post. I'd kind of quite like to try. Oh, thanks. It's removing all my cover here, this robot. I'd like to try another headshot or two. Oh, that annoyed it. Just to see if it... Okay. So it is susceptible to conventional weapons, particularly headshots, applied correctly. Good to know. I'm learning so much stuff here. Some of it I'm sure people are going to say, no, you've got the wrong end of the stick there. It's actually this, it's actually that. This is a first impression, remember, because it's my first time using this stuff, so I don't know. This is just what it appears to be doing. Thank you, guys. Oh, look, they died so close together. They were holding, I don't know, circuit boards, whatever it is robots hold. Uh-oh. That can't be me. I haven't done anything. It wasn't me. I wasn't there. I'm now going to drive through here because I don't want to. I don't want to take you all on. I don't want to take you all on. I just want to get to where I've got to go. Ah, that was harsh. I could have been there. Oh heaven! It's just one thing after another at the moment. What's this down here? Don't peep me. Whoa, that's a big group of people. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Where's the map? Show me the big map and show me where I've got to go. How far am I from Panam? Not very. Is that the NCPD assault in progress right next to where I am? If I target that, I think it might be. Oh, let's get off our bike and consider what to do here. This episode was always going to be about this. As I said, the first stated aim, rather, the second is to get to Panam, because it's turned out upside down here. The improvements I did, I had to test them. It's proving quite testing. Look, I'm trying to make my mind up what to do about this situation, and you're not helping by being impatient on your horn. Okay, I've just taken a very short comfort break, and in the process of looking at the map I've noticed something. On the minimap, the NCPD gig, and I'm having to tilt the camera skyward so that you can see it on the minimap, is right in the top left corner, and it's suggesting that I need to walk all the way around the outside of the factory to get to it. Also, I noticed these yellow circles. It's like they're patrolling. Here comes one, for instance, just the other side of here. And the third thing I notice is it's going dark. So this could be a real test of those new abilities and skills and cyber equipments which I've equipped myself with. I wanted this episode to do that. I wanted it to be a confidence builder. There are still things I need to find out, like why that guy just rear-ended my vehicle and propelled me down the road. What does that say? Oh, tiger claws. Well, I suppose it gives you fair warning. So yeah, what I don't like about being this end is that this seems to be where a lot of the enemies are. I'd rather, I think, go down the other end of this place, whatever it is. Do a little scouting as I go. Yes, assault in progress. And see what it shows. I'm driving slowly because I'm hoping it's going to trigger more visible dots? It hasn't. I'm going to go in the bottom. I'm going to try and maybe jump over the fence somewhere down here, because they don't... Well, there's one over the road there, but I think he's not connected with this in any way. I'm hoping. I think I might be able to jump over the... I don't think I'm going to need to jump over the fence. There's a hole in the fence. That has to be deliberate, doesn't it? That's incredibly useful, and I don't know why it is that I've hurt myself just jumping over a little bit of concrete. I mean, there's a great big fence with barbed wire on the top there, which I avoid, and hurt myself climbing over an 18-inch sill of concrete. Unbelievable. So we're in what looks like a container yard. It's some sort of manufacturing establishment, I would guess. Whatever's going on is going on over there 100 metres away. I'm getting pretty close to it. Scanning is pretty unrevealing. This is going to be an opportunity. It's a surveillance camera. I can take control from this distance. Let's do it. There's a whole network of cameras here. How very useful. We have taken control. Whoa, what's this? These are Militech people. These are Militech vehicles. And these are civilians who are being detained, arrested. Okay, I'm not going to start attacking these people for obvious reasons, but I am. Good Lord, there's a lot of them. Going to tag them all. That's a lot of people. What on earth is going on here? And that's just the first camera. Next please. There's another one. Oh, what are you when you're about? A heavy gunner? This is going to be a real test of these new abilities. This is precisely what I wanted this episode to afford me. It was never going to be about exploration as such in this particular one, although you could argue we're exploring this. It was never going to be about the sort of investigation that I like to do as the majority of the activity. I can't quite see the guy who's gone behind the thing. I'll have to wait for him. It was more going to be a familiarisation exercise in finding out how this stuff works together. I don't think I've cracked it by any means. The business of stacking, the distance between things and enemies, the range at which things apply effectiveness, all of that I need to read up on after this episode is over. For the moment I'm in the thick of it, which is what I want it to be. Panam is going to be much more about reflection and story when we get to her, but this is pure familiarisation. I'm going to be using this stuff. I need to know how it works. There are so many cameras here. Something clearly is going down. That's a big Militech presence, and I don't think I've found all of them yet. We have a camera on the roof. We have a guy on the roof. Oh, okay, we have bodies. We actually have bodies. Right, now these look like workers. These look like, that looks like a workman. He's in workman uniform. So maybe are some of these guys. Then we have another body over there too. Who were you when you were about? I guess that's a workman too. I don't think I can zoom any further than that. We are doing a reasonable job, it looks like, of tagging them, the enemy. And I call them enemy because I can't imagine they're going to be friendly. What's happened here looks like a military action against this facility. There's one who got away. Good. We got you. I could be pinging. I realise I could use ping, but the cameras are actually doing a pretty good job of revealing where the enemy troops are located, of which there are many. There are many. So some of the workmen are dead, whatever happened here. It looks like control has been taken by Militech. Some of them are still alive. Oh, we have another one. I'm losing track of the number of people that Militech has got at this place. I literally can't count them now. That must be a dozen at least, I would say. I think we've used all the cameras. I believe we have. Whoa! Militech have robots here too. This is the biggest concentration of Militech people I have ever encountered in one place. Look at them, it's crawling with them. How do you take this lot on? Oh, that's great. I mean, it's great from the point of view of having a lot of enemy to practice stuff on. Okay, let's come out of there. I think... Do you know what? I think I'm going to use double jump. I think I'm going to get some height. Nothing pinged down here. Nothing showed up as taggable down this end where I am. That was a good decision, going round and coming in this end. It was a good decision. Dare I go to that lower level? I think maybe I dare. I don't think they can see me. I'm concerned about the guy on the roof. Him, in fact. That dude. I'll run a ping on him, I think, and just see if he can pick up any friends who I've not seen. He did not. Oh, hello. Someone's coming around this corner who I've not yet tagged. Keep coming, keep coming. There he is. I gotcha. Haha. You are seen and tagged. Excellent. I think at some point we're going to have to initiate an attack here, because I can't sneak up on these people. They're covering each other too well. That guy was on his own a moment ago because the other guy who was holding guns on those workmen had left, but now he's returned. Everyone else seems way too close together. The guy on the roof is an exception because he... I've just spotted another one. There they are. Can I tag you? Can I? Oh, it's twitchy. I can't quite get the guy. He's walking around down there. There he is. He's just reappeared. I think that's a guy. I think I'm not making this up. That's a person, isn't it? I could zoom in. You're right. I don't really want to at the moment. I think I'm ready to start an attack. I think I might be safe up here too. The only guy who'll be able to shoot at me and see me if I'm slightly further back is possibly the guy on the roof. So let's commence, shall we? I will use... I think I'm going to go 2 straightforward overheats on these 2 guys to begin with. And that'll do. Because they're expensive to use. Nowadays, these tier 3s, they're dead. Tracing is underway, however. That's not so good. Now, this guy I don't think is close enough to anybody for anything I apply to directly affect them simply because of their proximity to him. There's somebody there. There is someone walking over the back of there. There, look. Got you. You were tricky. I think you... I'm not sure, but I think you're another... Yes, you are. You're another one of those gunners. Alright, good, good. Now I think I'm going to take out the guy. Do I want to take the guy out on the roof this way? Or do I want to use a combination and maybe use my sniper rifle for him? No, I'll use my sniper rifle for him. I'll put an overheat on that guy. My location's going to be known shortly. It's not the end of the world. And There we go. They know where we are. So my guess is that the guy who's up there will now start shooting at me. And he's not alone. So I'll just back up a little so that the people who are lower down cannot see me. I will select my sniper rifle. I will draw a bead on this guy and try and kill him. He's not dead. I think he might be now. Did it take two? He survived 2 hits. All right. Now, I think the third one might do the job. No, he's still alive. 4, he's dead. Oh, and he fell off the roof. How dramatic. That was good. Right, now we've got problems. This guy hasn't even been tagged yet. Oh, he has been tagged, I beg his pardon. And he's been shot in the head. I'm happy doing a combination. I do need to practice my skills with conventional weapons. I was about to do a precautionary health boost there, but I won't. I'll hang on for a second. Okay, that was a little bit better. I hit him, but he didn't die. And it's a little bit twitchy. Gone. It's a little bit twitchy. The aim on the sniper rifle does waver slightly. All right. Okay. Now that's not bad. I'll take that. This guy, however, is hiding. That's not so good. I don't think I can. I think I maybe can see him. Oh, the robot's shooting me too. Ooh, that must have hurt. I felt that. Shall we reload? I'm going to do a health boost because I lost quite a bit of health there. Can't be too careful. There he is. And he's spraying bullets everywhere. Didn't need a headshot. A body shot killed him off. I will try the robot from a great distance. I'm not promising. I think the range may be lessening the effectiveness of the weapon. Maybe not. It still says area hostile. And I've been advised about that you do need to be careful. The threat is not over. I know there's a drone because I saw the drone on the camera. I've just spotted that there is on the roof there something I can ping. Let's see if that reveals anything new. No, not particularly. Panam is still waiting patiently over for me there, and it's going dark. That's pretty good. I think we can risk going down. No? Can I? Was there? Yes, there was. There was a means of jumping off here. I probably at some point will need to. I'll switch weapons to something a bit more conventional. I'll probably need to at some point put the camera back on again. I didn't actually turn the camera off because they knew where I was in that scenario. I was on a roof. So that again, it didn't work out that I needed that particular thing. Okay, now we have a distance to the actual thing we're meant to be getting. And the drone has turned up. Oh, I know what I can do here. I can short circuit the drone. Surely. Let's do that. The drone's gone, but drones don't talk. That's a person. I'm out of here. I'm going to bravely jump on the roof of this and on the roof of this, and I fall off again. I fell off the back. That wasn't so clever, was it? I do apologise. I will try again. And now let's get on the roof of here. We're too high up. It's too high rather. I'll medicate and just get a breath here. There's no need to panic. We know we've got enemies still to deal with. Gosh, look at this. Wow, a weapon just fell off the roof there. Okay, we're playing cat and mouse. I probably... Whoops, daisies. I probably could do with pinging in the hope that it will reveal the location of... There he is. No wonder I didn't know he was there. He was never tagged. You're new, aren't you? You're absolutely new. Let me just tag you in case you wander off. Ooh, it's very tempting to sneak up behind you though. I haven't done one of those in this episode. I was trying to use all tactics in this episode. So what do you think? How about it? Do we dare? Do we? Do we? This could go very badly wrong. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm trying to be quiet. The guy's going to turn around at the last minute.
Securing area.
I don't think you are. I think you're dead. I didn't stop to think twice there about whether to incapacitate or kill. For some reason, I just decided to kill. I'm so sorry. It just happened that way. Right, let's pick up some stuff. Because why not? We've earned it. I don't think we're going to get masses of euro dollars out of this thing. What happened to the people who were here? Tier 1 components from a downed drone. Seems like a good idea. It's not showing that the area is hostile anymore. That's a good thing, I think. I'm not sure too what my weight limit is. Oh, I'm well in. Oh yes, my carrying capacity is increased. It's 292 now. Of course it has. How helpful is that? 292 is so much better than just over 200. I can loot people with impunity. Give me all your weapons and everything else you're carrying. Look at this lot. They've lined up to donate. So kind of you. I don't mind you people giving me things. That's entirely part of the game. Now, I suppose I should explore the roof of this building. Oh, hang on. No, wait a minute. I'm not finished downstairs. I'm not finished by a long way downstairs. Wow, this has been such a rewarding test of the equipment and tactics. You've got to do this periodically. If you don't practice, I guess, combat, then you'll never get better at combat. It's not what I'm playing the game for, but it's an essential part of what happens. Tier 3 crowbar? What is this? There's a whole load of weapons here. Somebody was preparing for a battle, and the weapons are improvised weapons to a degree. Crowbars? Oh no, hang on. These may have been either dropped by tire iron, you see, improvised weapon, but these batons surely must have belonged to Militech. It looked like whatever this battle was, Militech won it. Wouldn't you say? Given by the fact they were in control, there were dead workmen on the floor. I didn't spot that many dead Militech people. I probably should scan. I probably should scan. Because there's still stuff being revealed here. Look at it. What on earth is that? That's as big as a bus. What is it? I did... Crikey. This thing's amazing. Oh, good grief. Look at the amount of weapons I've picked up. I am going to have to get to a nearby point where I can drop some of this stuff off, sell it, Save some maybe, but also dismantle some as well. Whoa. Okay. What does it do when you use it? Shall I try it out on that van? Oh. This thing's powerful. Oh, but you can't walk much when you're carrying it. That's... What happened? Oh, it's alright, it's a civilian outside. Have no fear. I'm on your team. I'm on the side of good in this. I don't know what I've done to help these people particularly. I think I may have saved the ones who were being held at gunpoint. Surely that was a good thing. I mean, I've interfered with this without knowing the basis upon which the police action was taking place. That's a laptop. I'll have that in a moment. I just haven't finished quite, I think, looting yet. I'm looting for England. Medical forceps. Ammunition, always worth having. I haven't had to craft any ammunition so far in the game because I've either been economic in my use of it or have been given it. Found it. I mean, we're making little bits of Eurodollars here, and it is going very dark now. We're mostly being lit up by the fact that we've got this burning pile of tyres nearby. I think we've done pretty darn well there. Oh, there's some more over there. Yeah, I'll have those. They're tier 3. I'll try to get to that. I've got it. Just managed to pick it up. We're going to make money out of this just by selling the weapons, the many weapons that we've now picked up. I've never seen such a collection of knives as we've accumulated somehow since the last time I was at a drop-off point. Because I think I only kept like 1 or maybe 2 knives the last time I was at a drop-off point. And now I've got maybe 20 or something of them. And I'm still picking up ammunition and little bits of Eurodollars. This has been a terrifically rewarding area. I am going to go to that laptop in a minute and find out what the heck it's all about. But for now... Oh, just look at it. There is so much stuff in here. More tier 3. I'm going to have some junk to sell too, by the looks of it. I am going to have some junk to sell. How's my weight now? I'm okay. I've still got 100 going spare. That's good, because in the past at this point, with such a heavy amount of collection going on, I'd have been struggling. There is a ladder to take me to the upper stairs. That's good to know. This is a wonderfully realised factory area. I love the verticality of it, the different surfaces you've got, the different angles, heights, perspectives, the positioning of things that you can use for cover, such as those what look like very large lights on the roof there, and multiple ways of getting... Can we go in the building? You're kidding. We cannot go in the building. But first I'll have those. There is a door. We can't go in the building. I think it probably would have been asking too much for this battle to have continued indoors, inside. Panam is getting cold. I'm sure wherever she is, I hope she's indoors waiting for me. This is where the drone was and no longer is. There is another ladder to the top. Hello, what's that? What is this? It's a scissor lift. It's a what? We can activate it? What does it do? Oh God! It literally is a scissor lift. How... Okay. I'm game. So what do? I stand on it and press the button. Going up. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, it's kind of not got me to the very top of here. But the view, even given it's an industrial area, not really the bright lights of the big city, It's still pretty good. Look at it. It's wet up here too. And people have been drinking. I'm not the only person who knows about this. I guess some of the workers maybe slipped away up here, or somehow kids got in here and tagged it? Why? How could that happen given the security at this place? But then that was latter day's security, wasn't it? Oh, hello. I have an access point. But also I have... What does that say? Don't climb. Put your gun away. Fighting is over. Put your gun away. That says the Candy Vandals. And it says, Shirley stole my boyfriend. Candy Vandals? Isn't that, Wreck-It Ralph? Is it? I think it is. Why would that be on the roof of a building in Cyberpunk? I don't know. There's more graffiti, but I don't think it's anything substantial. Right, now I didn't get a chance to do this, but you know what? I'm going to turn the camera off. So it's gone dead. And now I'll just turn it back on again to prove it's possible to do. There we go. I did it. I didn't need to do it, as I said, during that particular thing. I haven't secured the evidence yet. That's why it's still blue, isn't it? I haven't secured the evidence. But there is an access point here, which I discovered. So I'm going to jack into that. I'll do it now and see what it says. Okay, it's a code. So obviously I'll have a look at this. I'll be back with you in a second when I have. Always a good excuse to have a drink of orange when you're about to do one of these. I think I've got it. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go. That one. Then 1C. That needs an E. That needs that. And then I just need a 7A. Yes! Okay. I'm happy with that. That's good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yeah, got me some components. Super. Right. I don't think... Is it worth me scanning up here too? It's going very dark now. I think I've probably found most of what was useful up here. There wasn't a big dish at the front, but I don't think that's going to be an access point, is it? No, it's not. It's just simply a dish. That's alright. I wasn't expecting an access point of any description, to be quite fair to it. So I'm pleased. I believe there was a ladder here, and I'll use the ladder rather than... just to make sure I can still use ladders. I'm practicing everything this episode. Quite pleased with the way it's gone, because I don't like combat heavy episodes. I think everybody knows this. I'm about story and character and exploration and granular detail in environment and appreciating that sort of stuff. But there comes a point in the game like today when you've just done the big upgrades where you've got to test this stuff out. So that's what it's turned out to be, at least in the bit before we meet Panam. I am so looking forward to meeting Panam. That's going to be the icing on the cake here. Now, it was sending me to a particular point where, and I think I've got myself a little bit out of sync here. I need to... Well, where am I? I'm completely lost. Oh, hello. There you go. I didn't realise that was there. I think I need to be down this side. Isn't there a van down here? I'm utterly, totally lost here. Is it this side the van is? Yeah, I think it is. This is it. There was a laptop near a van, wasn't there? And I think this was it. Here we go. What should we do first? Shall we look on the laptop first? Let's do that. Is it going to be another access code? But it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Messages 1. Call to end illegal strike. Oh, right. Now I get it. Call to end illegal strike. That's what's been going on here. From Jacob Taylor to Martin Alito. Dear Mr. Alito, we will not be ending the strike. We ask you pass on our demand that Michael Katic pay all remuneration due to his workers. Sincerely, Jacob Taylor. So the workers made a demand for payment that they were owed for their work. From Martin Alito to Jacob Taylor, recall to end illegal strike. Dear employees, your boss, Michael Katic, is now working with Militech and has requested the corporation's assistance in resolving the situation. Right. Thus, pursuant to Article 189 of Directive Michael Katic's factory is now the temporary property of Militech International Armaments. Effective immediately, the factory and adjacent property fall under Militech jurisdiction and shall remain so until the crisis is resolved to the satisfaction of all parties. With regards to the above, we would like to inform you of the following. 1. No union organisation may announce a strike before the conclusion of the negotiation stage with Militech, i.e. the current strike shall be considered illegal. 2. Any costs to the employer that may arise from illegal strike activity shall be borne by the striking party. 3. Any employees of Michael Katic's company refusing to end the strike will be considered terrorists and shall be treated accordingly. Sincerely, Martin Alito, Crisis Management Specialist. So it sounds like they brought in a negotiator and it's essentially failed. It went to a fierce and bloody conclusion where the workers were overcome by Militech. Wow. That was a thing. I've never... This is just something to stumble on. I don't think it was even on the map. Take it. Let's see what there is. Oh, we have a conversation. Take that and take that. Let's read this conversation. This is a Militech officer and Martin Alito having a chat. Militech officer number 9482 reporting. Martin Alito says status, and the officer says strikers not responding to orders. Alito replied, give them a final warning. Militech officer, done, no response. Workers continue to block factory entrance. And then Militech officer said, requesting permission to open fire, and Martin Alito said, permission granted, fire at will. Wow. And we've completed that. And we got a lot of points for doing that, actually. I'm just watching them coming in, and 4,800 eddies too. This was a serious conflict. There's just bodies everywhere. And no one's won. Because I've intervened as well. Militech have got their comeuppance for doing what they did. What was that all about? You can just literally fall upon these things as you're wandering around the map. I mean, I said there wasn't going to be any exploration involved in this. What's that? That was exploration of a sort. I mean, I'm still robbing people of their weapons and Eurodollars as I'm talking to you about this, because they don't need them anymore. And it's gone extremely dark. Now, something occurs to me. I'm going to go and meet Panam. That's happening in this episode, but it's 11:39 PM and I don't want to meet her in the dark. I know, I just want it to be a daylight thing, okay? It just seems more appropriate. I'm meeting a major character, I'm sure, just in the same way that Judy was. I don't want to meet her in the dark and in the middle of nowhere. So what I'm going to do is jump on Archie, go home, go to bed, go to sleep, feed the cat, do my chores, get rid of all these weapons I don't need in a drop-off point, and then come back to meet Panam. So I will pause at this point, but rejoin you after all that's happened. I'm not going to sort of make you watch me drive home and all the rest of it. I will be back here and we'll pick up exactly from where we left off in daylight. See you in a bit. Good morning, it's the next day. It's a beautiful sunny day as well. It's approaching 7 a.m. in the morning. We've been home, we've slept, we've showered. I've been to the drop-off point and got rid of weapons that I did not want to keep. I've scrapped junk, I've disassembled stuff as well, and we're ready now to return to see Panam. This is the scene here of our altercation last night. It's very peaceful today. Hang on. It's not peaceful today. What's going on? Who are these people? It's Militech. They're back again? You've got to be kidding me. So, alright, so essentially then they must have heard about what happened and they've sent in reinforcements, investigators. They're there in numbers again. Look at them. There are at least 5 just within my range of sensors here, so you can bet the place is swarming with them. I am not going in there. Much as yesterday was a good practice and a reassuring one too, it was a confidence builder in knowing that the stuff I'd spent money on and bought, my quick hacks that I'd installed, they work. It wasn't too bad. Yes, I've got a great deal to learn, I'm sure about that, and I may have made some errors in the way that I was applying things, but we learn by doing. It's not going to be perfect first time, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy to pick these things up as I go along. I have said in the comments, please don't step in with too many corrections, because I know I'm going to make errors, and it's alright, it's organic, it's how it should be in a first time playthrough. And we've reached our destination, Rancho Coronado, and my minimap has just flashed up a tarot. I will get off my bike, and before I go in there, it's not very busy around here. This is the point at which, and you can see it happening before your eyes, the city gives way to the wilderness, and it is wild. It's a sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, stunted wilderness. Maybe it's the desert environment that causes the growths to be restricted the way they are, but it just looks unhealthy too, this combination of man-made and what's left of nature. I mean, look at the ones on the horizon there. They are struggling. They're weedy looking things. And then you've got, in contrast, you've got these man-made structures proudly standing there, taller than everything else around them, taller than the natural environment. And the air itself, I'm not sure whether it's just sand or whether it's dust, whether it's just industrial haze that we're looking at. This looks like it's a... Oh, there are people down there. This is like a, I don't know what you call it, a soakaway? Is that what they're called? These things that channel rainwater away. And constant reminders that people make their homes where they can in this game. This is a place to choose. They've chosen it. Out of all the other places they could have, even if they were really, down on their luck and had no resources to fall back on, there are other places they could have gone, I'm sure, but they chose this. Maybe they wanted to be away from most people, because people are dangerous in this game. This is hugely industrial. I mean, the scale of these buildings, that's some sort of factory, I would guess, with multiple floors. I don't think it's a habitation. The scale is astonishing. And they're tented areas over there? There are people living out here amidst the container trucks and the railway carriages. But it's pretty quiet. The police come out here. That's reassuring, I guess, in a way. It's pretty quiet. The police even patrol on foot out here. But maybe that's because of the worth of all this industrial stuff here. There aren't many people around. And that end of that road literally seems to turn into, wow, that seems to be where everything stops. You can kind of see it there, look, on the mini-map. Alright, I'm heading in here. I want to find this tarot first. It's on the other side of here. I'm in line with it, and it's just disappeared. How? Whoa! Excuse me. Who's walking to people? I was doing that earlier in the episode. I'm not doing it now. I have found it, I think. Leap. Yes. What do we have here? Indeed.
Oh, what's this?
It is a tarot card called Strength. What a great picture, by the way. That's a woman holding open the mouth of a lion on it. Now, I wonder if this is meant to be associated with Panam. I know that people have said tarot cards, the location of them is not random. They are placed in areas where they have some sort of relevance to either the environment, the buildings, or the people that you encounter in that place. So this has got to be about Panam. Strength is the card of resilience. It is associated with determination, bravery, and internal struggle. One must have dedication in order to overcome obstacles and reach one's goal. Strength is about physical prowess and spiritual fortitude, the power that must be unleashed to achieve the impossible. So you've got to ask yourself what the impossibility is that Panam is trying to achieve. It might be to recover what she's lost. Interesting. Strength is about physical prowess and spiritual fortitude. Overcoming your obstacles, reaching your goal. I think I'm going to go and talk to Panam fairly immediately. Where is she? I believe I've just seen her. That is Panam Palmer, who we know is affiliated with the Aldecaldos. She has a 3-star bounty on her. Wanted for smuggling, car theft, arson and receiving stolen property. Very good. I shall check out in the journal, in the database, what it says about Panam, probably at the start of the next episode. I don't want to know too much before I go in there. I mean, I could zoom in so we could just see from a distance what she's doing. She's fettling with a vehicle. I presume it's her car. I don't know. This area is beautiful and ripe for exploration and investigation, but it really demands kind of an off-grid type activity, I think, of its own, because there's just too much to take in. Look at it. Just look at the design in this thing. It is beautiful. I can't help but think how many photographs, site visits and other research activities were undertaken before this was designed. I've been to real cities that are less well designed than the city in Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm pretty sure you have too. There are people over there. I shouldn't allow myself to be distracted by this, but I now am, because that one is armed. Okay. There are only 4 circles showing up, which I take to mean there's only 4 of them. I can tag them, I think. They're a little bit twitchy because they're so close together. I could zoom in, but I'm not going to. I believe there are only 4. That one's slightly standing behind something, which makes them a little harder to tag. I will ping just in case. I can't resist it because there are 4 of them. That's all there are. This is a much more contained thing. They are veteran guards with no affiliation. This is a recruit from the 6th Street Gang. And this is a Sarge from the 6th Street Gang. Okay. I will try using the abilities that I've purchased and the quick hacks that I have now, and contagion and overheat combo on the one there, and see if it spreads well enough to do damage. Weapon, just in case. Well, it's going from one to the next, just like it's meant to, and it's had effects on 1, 2. We've lost 2 of them. Tracing is still occurring. Alright. I think I'll just overheat these two because that will see them off. I do like having plenty of RAM nowadays. Oh yeah, we're gone. We are gone. I'm spotting 2 things that have been dropped. Only 2 things that have been dropped. Okay. I'll take that. And I'll take that. Oh, some tier 3 components. That's nice to have. I like tier 3 components. Quick scan, make sure we've not missed anything else. I don't think these two have got anything to give me. At all. Not a thing. How very bare. And now, before I get distracted by anything else, I will take a gentle walk over to Panam. Put your weapon away. Now, this is all about first impressions and making those initial contacts matter. I need Panam on my side. We have to work together. What she doesn't know is she needs me as much as I need her. So it's all about phrasing this. Let's go. She's busy and hasn't even noticed me.
Hey, Panam?
So you're V. Where's my car?
Oh, your car. Right. So, you look like you're trying to fix it. What's wrong with this?
Why does it matter? What's wrong with this one?
It's borrowed. It's not mine. I asked where my car is.
I really don't want to antagonise her. Rogue said we can help each other, which is kind of true. Or help me and you'll find out. I'm going to go with the top one.
V?
Agree to help me, you'll find out.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh
You
dear.
will not jerk me around.
Uh-oh.
Tell me where my car is.
It's a brave man who would tell Panam to relax, but I'm brave.
Hey, come on. Calm down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Fine. Know where to find the cargo and your car. You go alone, you won't get him back. And you could lose something else besides. So let's figure something out.
What do you want?
Now the truth is, both of these things. I've got to get this one guy and I need your help. So I'm going to go with the top one.
One guy I gotta talk to. A corpo traveling by corp convoy.
No, I don't do abductions. Besides, you'd need many more bodies and heaps of gear to take a convoy.
It's just one AV. Planned route will take it over Jackson Plains.
Fuck.
In return, info on your cargo. Help in getting back what's yours. You got a deal?
I don't know. Shit!
Oh dear. Oh, poor car.
Alright, deal. But if you want your thing done, we'll need to get my Thornton back first. So where is it?
First off, why is the car so important to you, Panam? Oh heaven, look at that for a stern face.
Thought this was mostly about the merch.
Fuck the merch. With that ride, I can take any transport job in town. Without it, only thing I can move is pizza. Maybe.
Right, so it is about the car. Okay, well let's be honest.
Car's in Rocky Ridge. You're supposed to know where that is. Car's there, goods are there.
Nash, you dirt-eating bastard. I will strangle you.
She's pretty feisty. I feel like I'm on the back foot here with Panam. I think that getting to her to explain more is probably the best approach.
Nash a chum of yours? He hang you out to dry?
Do not call him that.
Fine. Partner.
Former. If ever. The shift tricked me. Straight nipped my truck and the merch. Probably now aims to sell it off in Rocky Ridge. Is he ever going to be fucking disappointed?
I'm going to just take a photograph of Panam here because I think I'm probably going to use this on the thumbnail. One sec while I get into photo mode. I'll go with drone. Yeah, that's pretty good. I just want to get that look that we had there. Yeah, that one. I think I need to go a little lower down. And her eyes are closed. That's not so good. I'm backing out of that one. I need you with your eyes open. Let's try that one. And again, I need to go lower down. Oh yeah, that's pretty fierce. That's pretty good. The focus looks slightly wrong, so I'm going to turn autofocus off. And I'm going to play with the focal distance here. There we go. Get Panam into sharp focus. Pretty good. A little higher, a little lower. Do I want actually depth of field on? I don't think I do. I think I'd quite like this to be the sort of picture that has a background to it. Broken standing out right in the middle there. That's nice. I'm going to take that photograph and I'm going to use this in the thumbnail for this episode. There we go. Very excellent. Thank you. Now we can return to talking. So let's exit camera view. I'm going to say Rocky Ridge. Is he going to be disappointed? She's so angry.
Rocky Ridge. Let's go.
Hang on. I should think this through.
Oh no.
Fuck. Yes. We'll need backup. We have one brief stop to make on the way.
Want to tell me where?
Give me a sec. I should call the client. Convince them to leave the bastard hanging.
Ooh.
Going ahead with the deal behind Rogue's back. Brave, I guess. Or fucking dumber than a drum.
Oh, here we go.
Boz, hey. Nash is gonna pass you the merch in Rocky Ridge. The thing is, the motherfucker screwed me over. Boz, I will take care of it. I just need you to give me a chance. Boz, come on. How many times have I moved things for you? And how many times have I failed? You have my word. After dark? Okay. No, don't call off the meet. Just don't show up. I'll take care of everything. Do you even have to ask? Of course I will. Thanks, Boz. You won't regret this. Okay. I have bought us some time.
That's great. Who's Boz, by the way? And Johnny had to appear at that time, didn't he? With his usual upbeat take on everything.
Who the hell's Boz? Won't cause us any grief, I hope.
Boz is a stand-up guy. 6th Street.
You drive for gangoons.
Is that not allowed? Street punks need things moved. I need money like anyone else.
She's got a point. She has got a point. He took your word for it. We can use.
Gave that meathead your word and he took it?
Is that surprising? It's called having a reputation.
Right.
You should try getting one of your own.
That doesn't surprise me. She's confident, isn't she? And she's clearly annoyed that there's been this hiccup in the way that she operates. Where are we going?
So, where to now?
The Aldecaldo camp. I need to see some of the old clan.
Don't seem too excited.
That's not your concern.
Oh.
I still have friends there.
This is the help, is it? This is the help. I was just going to ask that. I was literally just going to ask that.
Any chance they might help us in Rocky Ridge?
That is the plan.
She's a woman of few words, and they're good ones. Oh, now then. Let's bring Rogue's name into this. Are you listening, Johnny?
Rogue mentioned your friends. Said you guys stopped seeing eye to eye.
Well, since Rogue said so, it must be true.
Oh.
It isn't?
You mean to irritate me?
No.
Okay, then.
It was just a hiccup. They're still family.
So it's complicated.
You might say so. Yes.
I really thought I'd done something very badly wrong there. I don't want to irritate her. I have a nomad thing I can use now. This I was really hoping for. I want to try and play on the common background we've had, common life experiences.
You know, used to ride with nomads too.
Truly? I never would have guessed.
Yep, Backer clan, back in the day. Didn't work out between us, so I landed in Night City.
So we've something in common after all.
Yes, you have. That's a massively great big tick. Let's go then.
Good, let's roll.
Get in.
Well, you coming too, Johnny? Well, yeah, you are obviously. I've got no choice in this. He's vanished. I'm getting in Panam's car. Okay. I am going to ask where this particular vehicle came from then. Do you know, can I just say, I really like your style of clothing. It's so coordinated. There's a kind of... I don't know what it is. It reminds me a bit of Arch. You've got the reds and the blues, the steely blues and the greys. She'd look great on Arch, I think.
Where'd you get the ride? Straight out of some driveway in Rancho?
Yes, exactly. Is that a problem?
For me, no, not at all. I mean, there's no accounting for taste.
Screw you.
I think this playful way of talking to you you're trying to do may not work completely, V. Just back off a little.
How far is the camp?
Just past the city line. We'll jump on the 9 and head east.
I mean, this is sensational. Beautiful countryside, but I've got to keep the conversation with you going.
How the hell did you land in this mess?
I liked the color. The air freshener and booster seat came extra.
You know I don't mean the car.
What am I supposed to tell you? That I'm not about to let my partner rob me and get away with it? That my fixer made me look like a goddamn fool? What about you? Why do you need that clown from the AV?
This particular clown's got intel I need, and I'm running out of time to get it.
Well, I mean, we've expressed...
So why didn't she tell me she knew about Nash?
Our needs.
Rogue? Do better not to wonder what her agenda might be.
God damn, I can't stand the bitch.
Yeah, I kind of picked that up. She doesn't like her. Well, you see, if we say the top one, then we're really burning our bridges with Rogue if it gets back to her. The second one is undoubtedly true. The third one I'm not sure about. Let's go with the second one.
Rogue's queen of the afterlife. Plays her pawns as she pleases.
True.
Did you just call me a pawn?
We're all
Got
pawns.
a good look at her. She rose to the top because she reads people.
Yes.
But what if she keeps things to herself? It's a skill in her profession.
Yes.
Well, I think she's a lying, manipulative bitch. She put me together with that Raffin. Did you know that?
Now I'm going to go with asking whether he is Raffin Shiv.
But seriously? Didn't realize Nash was Raffin?
No. The sneak forgot to show me his Shiv card.
Don't you keep track of who's in the area? The Wraiths, right?
Until now, they mostly jumped corporate transporters down by Highway 64. I
Right.
see you know things.
Nomad blood.
Yeah. Did she have her reasons? Is that the one we go with? I think we'll go with that. She must have had her reasons, because
We're
I
almost
think...
there. We'll gather my guys, then ride to Rocky Ridge.
Do you know, I'm glad that timed out, because I really couldn't choose between them there. And I was in two minds. That was good. You don't have to speak. It's been said before, you don't have to. Sometimes it will simply time out on you. Wow. Wow.
Well, would you look what the cat dragged in?
Is that a ghost or is it just my hangover?
Fuck you, too.
Mm-hmm. And who's this?
My babysitter. See, this is Scorpion. Mitch. 2 old friends.
Hi. We've just had a message here. I'm going to go over to it. Hope our little hothead gets the job done. Good luck, from Rogue.
What brings you to these parts?
I'm happy that timed out.
City got too small for her.
2.
Do you have any idea how angry the old man's gonna be when he sees you here?
Uh-oh.
I've just come by for a spell. Saul needn't know a thing.
We're not supposed to be here. We're going to ask for your help.
Need your help.
With what? What's this about?
Raffin screwed Panam. Plan is to show him that was a bad idea.
How bad did they get you?
Bad enough to make me sit quietly through all your bullshit.
You know, we would do anything for you, sister.
But now? Now's hard.
Seriously? You won't help?
Well, the old man told us to sit tight and get those generators back up after the batteries went kaput.
Generators? You won't help because of some goddamn generators? Is this another joke?
Let's try and pressure them.
Really could use your help.
Not this time. We're needed here.
Fuck. I don't believe this.
Easy.
You stay put because Saul told you to. You couldn't care less about me.
Panam.
This isn't about Saul. It's about the clan. You know that.
Listen, we can't leave camp. No chance. But Saul never said a thing about gear.
Okay. Well, I'll need that rifle of yours. And some of my own stuff.
Take whatever you want.
And take care of yourself out there.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll grab the gear, then be out of your hair.
And so saying, Panam marches
Looks like
off
you're stuck with me.
into the distance.
You disappointed?
I don't know. Maybe a little, yes.
Really? So this...
This won't settle itself.
It won't. And this is the camp that we're going to have to explore, but I'm not going to do that this episode because it's huge. And I'm fairly sure I'm going to be in this camp for a good length of time. So I'm going to stop at that point and I'll be back with you in a minute. When I started this episode and I was looking for a slide to use with it, it felt wrong to use the slide of Panam because really I'd only spoken to her on the phone. Now I've actually met her, we've made initial first contact. And do you know what? I've got a tremendous sense of relief because I was quite trepidatious about how that was going to proceed. If it had gone badly wrong, then we'd have probably managed to at least reach some sort of truce to move forward, but it wouldn't have been comfortable. And I can't function well in a situation where I know that the person I'm supposed to be working with is antagonistic towards it. If it's possible to steer them to be more attuned to working as a pair, as a team, and seeing the value and justification in doing so, then I'll go for that every time. And so it turned out. I'm not confident that all the dialogue choices were spot on. I think they worked okay, but there's still this kind of forced nature to it that Panam's having to work with V through necessity, not through choice. And I think the same is possibly true on V's side, but not quite so bad because he knows more about what's really going on regarding the situation overall than Panam. He's certainly being cagey about the business with Rogue and exactly what Rogue told him, and the fact that he paid Rogue in the first place to find this guy so that he could go and get the information from him that he needs. I hope that going into the next section, when we explore the camp, we find out more about Rogue's background in the Aldecaldos. It sounds like she's almost a persona non grata, that she's a bit of an outcast now. Maybe that's not necessarily entirely of her choosing. It also sounds like she had a falling out with the leadership of the Aldecaldos, and it was suggested, in inverted commas, that she left. I think if she hadn't left, she would have been thrown out physically, but she still has friends there, which is good. There are limits, clearly, then, to what they can do to help us. But that was good. I enjoyed that end session there where we actually finally got to talk to Panam Palmer. I think given that Judy is entirely mixed up with Evelyn and Evelyn's predicament at the moment, that's occupying her mind, and the amount of help we can expect from Judy now is limited, whereas I think the amount of assistance we can expect from Panam is only just starting to open up, and the potential for it to be limitless is there at the moment because we haven't really encountered any hard barriers that she's not prepared to cross in terms of helping us. I love this storyline. I like the idea that there are multiple quest lines running at the same time, that we have Takamura and his business about getting to the Arasaka problem and solving it. We've got Johnny and his issues. We've got V and his urgent problem with the relic chip. And then we've got Judy and Evelyn and Panam. It's all connected and yet all nicely separated so that these separate strands are moving towards the same horizon, but they're going to arrive at it at different points. And what we don't know is whether it's possible, whether it's possible for all of them to reach the horizon and there to be multiple conclusions for all of those people, or whether some of those things are going to stop short because of events in the story. I love this sort of black hole type storytelling where you're just drip fed enough to keep the breadcrumb trail going. You're given a new tiny piece of bread to turn into crumbs, and then you're given another tiny piece of bread to turn into crumbs. At no point are you given a whole loaf that you know is going to see you all the way through. The predictability is zero in this game. I have no clue what's going to happen with Panam, but we're going to find out. So look, that was episode 18. It was an episode of two halves. Part of it was to do with the improvements we did, the ripperdoc stuff, the purchase of the new hacks, the upgrading of skills, and the testing of all that in small combat situations, and then that whopping great one there, which was just, I couldn't have wished for more, really, in that one. The one thing I didn't get to do again was probably the thing that is still going to happen in a heavy combat situation, which is turning cameras on and off as a tactic. I didn't really need to there because of the angle that I was approaching the guys. They were all in front of me and there was nothing much behind me to worry about, so I didn't need to worry too much about being ambushed in that big encounter we had. And then the other half of it was to do with Panam, and I think that went pretty darn well. I'm reasonably happy. I have, in the time since I stopped and saved the game, made some notes already. I have about, I would say, 2/3 of a page of scribbles, and they are just scribbles. None of them are in sentences. They're all just phrases and odd words here and there and little arrows pointed left, right and centre. All of that good stuff I will sort out into an introduction before we move on into episode 19. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time with it. I did, and I'll be along with a new episode same time next week. See you then. Bye.